intro. This thing's a beaut. Oh, what's that idling? 383 Striker, 1971 C30, baby. And there's a Turbo Odyssey. You guys should subscribe to the channel. Alright, back to doing a busted brake line. Yeah, it broke off right there on the frame. So, TV blasting this. Hopefully I can save the rubber hose. That looks carnage. Look at that. Look at how crusty that is.
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of them. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of them. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your...
Anybody who owns a late 60s, early 70s 350 or Chevy, or basically any Chevy small block and Fords, you need to watch out for this. It's all original, first person to open this engine up, because look, it's like a James original stamp plastic timing gear. Wiped out the fucking valves. So, there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after a year of this thing done, I got her finally officially in time. No ticks, no clicks, no knocks, no nothing. Sounds beautiful. No misfires. Stable runner. Straight up, nigga.
You want your shit fixed?
Go to who?
And you want your shit right?
Okay.
Go to Chris motherfucker.
Okay. Chris Breezy.
Yeah,
Chris Breezy at his finest.
Listen at this shit. The car been sitting for over a year.
What you telling him?
Torn apart. The
Okay.
car wasn't even in one piece. It wasn't even a fucking car. It was
Wasn't a car. It was a puzzle. Now what's that?
I ain't even hit the gas.
You hear it?
Drink a lot of coolant too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, look. I think that's a problem. This one's not misfiring all the time because there's a zip tie on it. Oh, wait, I could do that? Now look. That's a new coil pack. No, that's original coil pack. It says VW. So you got 3 new coils, new coil, old coil, new coil. And we got random misfires. And watch, here's the last cylinder. I can unplug it without actually unplugging it. So there's your misfire. I bet you all these plugs need replaced, and we'll try that. Oh, look, misfire went away. Now it's running again. Yeah, we got connection problems. Well, I found what killed your AC, man. You see that up and down scratches in there? That is where. It's basically like having your cylinder walls that have bad piston rings. That one. So scratches. Confirms why yours is bad. This is your old AC. It is burnt up. Well, today on Redneck Engine Performance, look what I find. AC's not working. I wonder why. I wonder actually what's bad up in there too. But this sensor is broken. And here's the other piece right here. Broken, muddy, corroded. 2013 Chevy Sonic. I think we found why it's not working. Time to hardwire. Double time hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here, waste my life away, drag back home and drink my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Well, it's late. I don't really want to put crankshafts in. We're going to do pistons, and already checked my grain caps and everything. Everything seems good and steady, so stay tuned.
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. Your car won't start, it's...
All my mechanic friends out there, I think I just discovered a challenge that we all need to start trying. Can you shut your engine off and land top dead center perfectly? I think I just managed to do that somehow. Yeah, that's dead on point. How many times has anybody got lucky at doing random crap like that without the intention of doing it? It's pretty cool. Everybody go for it. Let's do a challenge. How many times do you have to start and shut off your engine to get it perfectly top dead center? All right, YouTube. So this is a lifter out of a Ford 460. That's a brand new lifter. It's never been used. It will never be used. It's got a little surface rust. But you notice how this one, it says a really sharp fucking serrated edge here. Nice round cuppiness.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Terrible. Then I find this. Well, that is really bad. And many places set you up while you're working on a school bus, apparently. Hey guys, we are almost done. Boys, girls, men and children, whatever.
That sounds like a misfire or a suspension component. Probably something rotating, a wheel bearing, a CV shaft, an axle, a drive shaft, or a misfire. Or potentially slipping transmission.
Whoever, who cares? The 302 is done. Time to go into Mustang. Bam. Well, YouTube, it's not every day I could come over here and tell you that that strut doesn't want to come out. The mounting plate, which is under here and your studs come up in here, well, if you see right here, there's this metal thing, or the actual top of the shock. Gas.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hopefully that helps you narrow down what could be wrong with your car. I need a little more details than that, but on acceleration, it's got to be something spinning. So whatever is rotating, rotor, wheel, you know what I mean? Something like that has got to be your issue. Coasting means you're taking a load off of your drivetrain, and by taking the load off, your shaking stops. So to me, what kind of car do you have? And that might actually narrow it down for me.
Whatever. There's a lip here. Your shock slides in. This thing has formed so much rust. It has practically welded itself into the strut tower, and I've been smacking this for 3 hours. Stay tuned for part 2 of how I get this out, because right now I'm exhausting all my resources here. Like, this is not fun. Here we go, guys. We're over here in the dumbass garage. We call ourselves the dumbass mechanics because You know, I'm doing a clutch on a 924 Porsche. Why did I accept to do this? I knew there was a torque tube in here. I knew it. Yeah. Well, being a 924S, this stupid freaking car is gonna take 8 hours to get apart and back together. Or probably longer, because the car's 40 years old and who knows how many bolts are rusted permanently in place. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10 on how shitty of a job this is full on fucking 20. Okay? 20 out of 10. Makes no sense. Neither does this fucking car.
Just take a quick little video and show y'all how wonderful our government is. This is a brand new 6.7 Power Stroke 2022. On the cassette, going out for shipment. This is a non-emission, no DPF, Super Duty, brand new 2022. They make them, but we can't have them.
Obama started Cash for Clunkers. Cash for Clunker car.
You lucky son of a bitch with your 300ZX. And I actually believe people confusing the Porsche with that car. That's funny.
That were brought in were to be chemically castrated, engines locked up, transmissions got poured in, parts couldn't be sold crushed. Joe Biden takes office, and now you see this meme, and yes, they are putting ethanol into the fuel that will damage all of your vehicles.
What I would look at is if you have a axle going to the passenger side wheel that has a bearing that bolts to the block. So it'll be a half shaft or a really long drive shaft, and it should have a carrier bearing that bolts it to the back of the block. Usually those carrier bearings go bad, and the most common symptom of them going bad is shaking on acceleration, and you will feel it in your steering wheel.
Today on Redneck Engine Performance, get this sexy for big block. Here's our oil cooler, our oil filter. Okay, it's gonna be mounted way back there, right in that little hole for oil changes. But it's starting to look like an engine again. Did a first crank over. Everything seems to be good. No noises were heard, so fire ups to come, baby.
I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady.
1989 International Bluebird School Bus S1700 chassis with a 7.3 IDI non-turbo with a stick shift. What?
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. bitch. I can fix any car on the planet. All of them. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic. Hey, me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
Like, subscribe, baby.
Achieving, got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah.
A lot of things changed since I got my girlfriend pregnant.
Like what?
My neighbors, my phone number.
In Syria, there are no Walmarts, only Targets.
Why don't pedophiles win races?
Why?
They like to come in a little behind.
Oh my god! I screened Jenga in history class today.
Yeah?
We were watching a 9/11 documentary.
Hey, my grandma told me to be positive, but I was going in for an AIDS test. So fuck that kid.
Saddam Hussein hiding from the militaries. He dug underground.
He hits bedrock.
I like my girls like I like my wine. 10 years and locked in the basement.
Oh
Don't even
my
like saying
god.
that. Why did the child cross the road?
Why?
Because he didn't wear a seatbelt.
Fucking hell.
That is so...
Always wear your seatbelt, kids. See, we can make...
Well, guys, welcome to more of this crazy life I live. Yeah. Well, that's your brakes. Alright, guys, here's a little sneak peek of the turbo sleeper minivan. Slip. Doesn't want to touch to anything, but you know that. Oh no, that's really bad. That is 10 times worse than what it was. But this cross member here is your steering. The box isn't broke, but if you look here, that's my steering box head right there. Shit. This is so much worse than it was last week. We've been driving this thing. Oh no. It really fucking came apart. That wasn't like that. We tried to hold it there, but it did nothing apparently. And nothing ever happened here. We tried to weld something more just to keep it on the road temporarily, but nope. All right, guys, well. timing chains in. But you have low oil pressure and random misfire and cam solenoid codes. It is probably this seal here or this seal here. So remember that, gentlemen, women, whoever loves the 3.5 liter Nissan motor. If you strengthen the primary chain tensioner and you go ahead and address these with upgraded seals or make your own, or if you're a person like me, you can make it all bulletproof. If you can fix those, all the red lines that are in here, and find a way to make sure it doesn't fail, you can put a good amount of power, about 450 power, and I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a whole 100% reliable in a lot of cases, but I think this engine can handle easy 500 without risk of, you know, a rebuild for more power in the future if you're really planning for it. Just so you know, I'm not messing with you, Alfred. Here's your A. There's all your yellow markings everywhere. By the way, you guys got a little yellow marking happy on every single freaking surface on this damn thing, which is nice. Well, at least you guys know for sure it's yours. Looks good to the naked eye, but if you look right there, valve contact to the piston, this one doesn't look bad. Look at these ones. Yeah, they don't look like it, but they are definitely bent. And if you, oh wait, what? Oh God. One valve that's seriously bent. This one's bent too. So this one's bent, that one's bent, that one's bent. I'm betting these are bent too. Come on, man. You told me it was good. Alright guys, customer states I got a weird grinding noise from my brakes. Bro, there's no brake pad. That is caliper bracket on rotor.
If this doesn't sell, I'm going to drive it to work tonight because it's a nice day. It's a beautiful.
Okay, everybody, this winter we're going to repaint this car. This car needs a clutch and a bunch of other mechanical work. Anybody knows the Porsche 924? Change the clutch and this is, yeah, gonna be a fucking nightmare. And then we got this background to fix, paint up and stuff. So stay tuned this winter. All right, so I'm gonna try my best to do this. All right, well, I gotta set the phone down. Get ready to hear this. That's your shaking. It's gonna be, oh, let me get the light on. All right, so this is your outer tie rod in right here. Your inner is right here. This shaft that goes into your rack and steering rack over here. There's a ball joint up in here for when your suspension goes up and down, so this can flex. Well, it's bad in here, and this whole wheel is moving in and out. The other side's not doing it, it's this side. So when we could do the alignment, we need to do this and your shaking will stop, I promise. And we bought this, so let me call some shops. Well guys, we got a brand new engine, it turns out here. It looks all dirty, but this is a IROC Z28 Camaro engine from 1992. I pulled the oil pan off later on after this video and found brand new pistons, bearings, fully built roller cam setup.
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
All right, Manny, so I got the ground wire rigged up under the hood right now. I'll show you I'm gonna send you this video so you know what I have 100% discovered now. So there is my makeshift ground wire that runs over here to our ground. So the battery is 100% grounded to the ECM, and the check engine light stays on and the relays don't flash. But what I now have, and I could make go away and come back, and I'm losing all my ability right here at our ignition. Remember, you have an ignition module, and then built into it is your anti-theft. They're two different pieces. Engine on, check engine light staying on. But watch this. The anti-theft goes out. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go down here and start fucking with these wires. Actually, I'm touching this wire right now and it's getting really hot. Let's see, I messed with this and the anti-theft light would come on.
The reason I started all, Lord, she's praying on my downfall, hoping I'll never make it out of this town. She won't leave me alone. Most evenings all I do is sit at home, think about the girl I done right or wrong. She's got my heart tied in a knot. Will I make it out? No, probably not. All I got left to do is sit here and drink. Another lonely night down at the bar, 'cause I'm getting into fights and I'm falling hard.
I don't know, but I just looked out my door. There's an engine riding shotgun. What? Hey guys, Chris here with Redneck Engine Performance. Goofy name, but whatever. There's our alternator bracket, or no, power steering pump bracket, everything. It's all getting painted, about ready to clear coat it. This is Big Blue, 1996 Ford F Super Duty dump truck. She has a 460 EFI big block in her. Engine blew up a while ago. It's taken us a year to source all the parts and get this bad girl back up in the form of any type of beauty here. But she's about to get a whole resto because, 50-some thousand miles, third engine. It's time that she got taken care of. Transmission's brand new, clutch new, everything's new. Head's fully rebuilt, got 429 valves in it. Stronger valves, a little bigger, stock crank, stock cam. Nothing really, oversized pistons, 40 thousandths over, but that's about it. Like, subscribe, and hope you guys enjoyed. Here's a little information for anybody. If you own a 1980s to early 2000s Toyotas, you gotta watch for stuff on your frame, and I'm gonna tell you why. So from the factory here, Toyota really loves to put the AC heat exchanger drip hose right onto your frame. It causes a hole here, water gets in here, and it rots out everything back here. So the story is, divert that hose and fix your frame before you snap. And then you have your third primary chain that goes crank to intake sprockets. Alright? There's a tensioner that sits here with a plastic nipple that rides on our piston. 99.99% of the time it fails and breaks, and the plunger that's on your tensioner no longer seats properly on the guide. That's the number one cause failure. Now, the main thing that I want to point out here, guys, that most people fail to understand are the gallery gaskets on these engines. All right, so remember, these are variable valve timed intake cam based engines. So what happens here is this is your oil pump with all the screws and stuff that you see I circled. That's your oil pump. Oil gets picked up from a pickup, which your oil filter is down here in this area, way down here, based on the engine. So oil gets... For anybody who's about to go try and rebuild or put turbo to a 1.8 liter R18A1 engine, rods, man, just spend the money, get new rod bearings, main bearings, and get new rods, slap it back together with new pistons.
and rings. Get a good hone. If your cylinder walls are good, slap that turbo in there. Get about 250 reliable.
He needs to take it to his mechanic.
Said it's a ground wire or something.
I don't know what happened, but something exploded.
Yeah, wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top notch hoes, get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror, but not your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that part that you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Panther. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got it count. Silly on silent, put the product in the pedal out. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them out. My barber got me looking proper every single time. Fresh big, getting faded on that top grade. But you ain't walking out alive, smoking what we on. And you know I got it, boy, for the ones who gone. R.I.P.'s in your memory, we carry on. When I die, they will not bury me, not what I want. Where my body, put my ashes in the river, y'all. That's how we know it, that the flow about to carry.
Hey, here's part 2. I got the new axle in finally. That son of a gun over there with the vice grips did not want to come out. But overall, this should have been easy. It was not. Here's something for you guys who have to change your CV shafts on these bad girls right here. This 4Runner is an 04. It's really not that hard to do. I love this feature on these cars. This right here bolts to the bottom of your knuckle, so you don't have to take the lower ball joint out to essentially remove your knuckle to get that drive shaft out. So it's just take the wheel off, the nut off, and then 2 bolts, and there you go. You literally could take this damn thing right off the car. That easy. So I'll give Toyota that. Although, that C-clip for 20 years it wasn't happy. It didn't want to come out. But easy. This video is for anybody who has decided to do timing chains on their 2.5 liter Nissan engines between 2002 and I believe 08. If you put it back together and you notice you lost oil pressure, it's because you're missing that O-ring. This right here is a hard piece of plastic, okay? And your oil pump on this engine is right here. This is your oil pump, okay? Oil comes here, comes up, pressurizes, come out this hole. This seal needs to be right there. And you have another one too, right here. Remember, you'll lose oil pressure if that's not there, because oil will just spray right into the case, not go anywhere else in the engine. And that's your oil pressure sender unit, aka pressure gauge. So, fun facts. Don't lose this.
Dad, why did the child cross the road?
Why?
Because he didn't wear a seatbelt.
Fucking hell.
That is so.
Always wear your seatbelt, kids. See, we can make that a positive message. As I get older, I remember all the people I lost along the way. I'm a tour guide.
What do cannibals call a pregnant woman?
What?
A Kinder Surprise.
So fucked. It's a 2 for 1.
Pretty much. Why do Asian kids don't believe in Santa?
Why?
Because they make the toys.
That's so true, though.
It seems you can get anything for free these days.
Yeah?
The other day I saw a sign that said "Free Palestine."
Oh, fuck.
How do you get the neighborhood kids to stay off your lawn?
Oh.
Register as a sex offender.
Fucking, I mean, it is effective.
Why is it so hard to break up with a Japanese girlfriend?
What?
You have to drop the bomb twice before she gets...
For anybody that owns a 3.5 liter from Nissan and you see oil leaks such as this one has right here. So if you start seeing oil leaking all over this area, it's probably your oil cooler seal. There's a seal back here you got to replace, and I've replaced it I've actually done timing chains in this engine too, so we're in the process of putting it back together. Oil pan's on, timing covers bolted down, that filter is fixed. There you guys go. Oil leaks, big prone problem with these. Stupid little O-ring, I think it's like $6 or $7. Takes 10 minutes to change it. Have a good day. This engine, I don't know how bad it is, but let's double check something right here while I have recording. Old spark plugs. That's white and crusty. That's a lean. That white crusty means we have a lean mixture, too much fuel, or no, too much air, not enough fuel. White. All right, so now we're seeing a lean condition. Oh no, that's even. This video is for anybody who owns a 2006 to 2009 Honda Civic. If you see the yellow wrench light and you see the flashing negative 235 miles on my phone right now, what that means is that this car is 236 miles overdue for an oil change. The more you know. I just learned something new about this car. Pretty cool. Change your oils. Welcome back to Jury Rigged Engines on the Porsche update. Yep. Yay! This actually wasn't bad to take out. You guys, 12 bolts, 6 on each side for the CV shafts. You got 2 bolts for your coupler here. There's one there and one in the back. There's an access hole. Where is it? One here for this bolt. That is at the front of the shaft. So there's a hole there, and then you got one on the torque tube access hole right there to get there. Then you have 4 bolts to hold the trans. 10 millimeter Allen, 17 millimeter, and then you got 2 17s that hold the mount to the car, and then a jack. Oh yeah, you got your shift linkage, which is this small little bolt here. All right, guys, so here we go. Well, I found the problem. Yeah, wiped out all the intake valves, but we got exhaust valve contact too. Oh no. Yay. Fun times ahead of me. Rebuild. Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about a 2013 Chevy Sonic. This right here is the ambient air temperature sensor harness plugs. So this plug here is a part of your main harness. This plug here is a part of the wiring harness that has this plug, and then it goes about a 2.5 foot wire to another plug that goes into your sensor. So upon figuring out why this AC wasn't working, look what I find. This thing has been abused. Look, you can see road scuffing like that. That is clearly signs this wire was dragging on the ground and was crushed, possibly during a parking stop, reverse scrapey dapey. So this is why the temperature sensor was not working. So rewiring it, but there you go. Alright guys, here we go. 1996 Ford 460 big block, 7.5 liter. This one, it ran. There was really nothing I found wrong with it other than our timing chain was pretty sloppy. Other than that, this thing was in really good shape. Everything looks good. Lifters look mint. Yeah, they're fine. So we're just gonna refresh this bad girl. Rod bearings, main bearings, front main seals, rear main seal, oil pans being replaced. This one's leaking. These were known for leaking because of rust. Yeah, all the seals, put it back together, clean it out, tear it all down, inspect everything, make sure we ain't got any surprises. But so far, this one's looking great. Goodbye, boss, goodbye. Neck engine performance. We got ourselves a Honda R18
New pistons, new bearings. Actually, it was pretty nice job here. We didn't find nothing too wrong with this bad girl. Honestly, I don't even think we needed to do all this, but we did a quick hone job. As you can see, we got an S45 crosshatch in there now, and a little bit of carbon scoring vertically. These old rings for the old pistons where the oil control ring was very, very plugged up. The head looked like it was a 150,000 mile head, and then I realized that we have this plug here. So if you guys have a 2006 to 2008, some cases the 09 R18 Z1s and A1s, your block would crack here. So they revised it and put this stupid thing here. There you guys go. She's looking mighty fine. Look at that piss trail of oil. By the way, it was painted before the leak, so don't worry, people. Yeah, Scott. Looks beautiful, man.
Yes, sir.
This Porsche is going to go back together. Very, very happy.
Yes, sir.
Going a little bit slower on the right, no big deal. But here ahead of us, we've got a Jeep and, I don't know, maybe another Jeep, a red Jeep and a blue Jeep. What makes no sense about this already is the person in the left lane is going the slowest and clogging that. If you all don't realize it, slower traffic is supposed to keep right. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get over to the right. I've got a person merging. And what we've got is a scenario that makes no sense. They're already clogging the lanes. I've got some people that want to merge. This person's a little slower, so we can merge no problem. And I'm just chilling out here in the right lane. But what's happened, because that Jeep clogging the left lane up there, this person in front of me in this Dodge, he wanted to go faster and then follows in line in the middle and cuts over. And already I've just gotten the highway and there's just weird lane discipline. The guy in the red Jeep up ahead, he did go a little bit faster and he got over, so that's nice.
Today on Brown's Engines. Engines in the truck. Impossible to do without a backhoe. Backhoe carried the engine here, cherry picker did the rest of the work. Finally, the C30 will live again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the weirdest thing I've ever discovered. So, my customer called me, said his engine didn't run. Well, I found out what caused this issue. Somebody replaced the AC compressor over here, and it's not right. It sits too far forward. So what ended up happening was half the serpentine belt got caught behind the crank pulley. And as you can see, the carnage here. So what happened was the serpentine belt cut into the timing cover and then blew the timing belt apart. So, customer states, I had my engine rebuilt and now it's misfiring. I installed my intake myself. Find a vacuum leak. I should have known better than letting him put this on there. But, let me just tell you what he did. Well, I think we found the misfire. Okay, you see everything new every day. And as you can tell, I was trying to find a vacuum leak, and the circuit removed, and it backfired through the intake, and yeah. All because of that crap.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the weirdest thing I've ever discovered. So, my customer called me, said his engine didn't run. Well, I found out what caused this issue. Somebody replaced the AC compressor over here, and it's not right. It sits too far forward. So what ended up happening was half the serpentine belt got caught behind the crank pulley. And as you can see, the carnage here. So what happened was the serpentine belt cut into the timing cover and then blew the timing belt apart. So more videos of the rebuild done here soon. Should be done today. What's up, YouTube? Here is the infamous 471. Used to be a 460. 7.5 liter, now 7.6 liter. She's got, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 miles on her since we rebuilt it and had it running about 2 years ago. It's in a dump truck, so obviously we only use her to haul weight and do jobs. But this was a 2-year process to tear this whole massive truck apart, get this massive heavy engine that weighs like 1,000 pounds out of here, rebuilt it, put it in here, And 2 years later, she's still running great, still looking beautiful. That paint is holding up shockingly. 2 years. And this is an off-road, just beater of a truck with this massive engine in there. One day when we retire the truck, we'll do something with this. Yes, sir. Still looking beautiful. This is going to be out there to help anybody because there's really nothing on this Jeep online, really, for how-tos on how to change the rear subframe out. This is a 2010 Jeep Patriot 4-wheel drive. Actually, this thing was pretty easy. First thing you want to do, welcome to the mechanic shop where we do stupid fucking things. We have a Porsche 924 doing a clutch. What a fucking joke. This car sucks fucking balls. All right, guys, so 40-year-old fucking axle nut does not come off at all, okay? We got to pull the transmission out, which is in the back of the car. Then you have a torque tube down the center of the car. And then you got the transmission bolted to the clutch and flywheel through a torque tube all the way up here. There's like a million fucking things you got to do to get that stupid thing out, to even access the bell housing, which is also bolted on by itself, a little piece. Like, you know, it's bits and pieces. And guess what? You can't even take all that out until you remove the entire fucking exhaust. Yes! Let's go, Porsche!
All right, go. It's recording.
Cam down last one.
Well, guys, $500 engine, and look what I find. I think we got a rebuilt motor. Those are brand new pistons. Those roller chain, roller cam in it already. $500, got a rebuilt engine. Who would have guessed? Out of a Camaro Z28. Just opened up a lot of room to get this out. Gears off. We're gonna move this into there too. Sorry I'm winded, this thing was not easy to move. What kind of fucking fuckbaggery is this? There's your door popping noise, I'm gonna fix it for you.
Yeah, wait a minute, get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper, underground methods. Top-notch hoes, get the most, not the lizard. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got it count. Nelly on silent, put the product in the pillar loud. That's how you make the money.
Yep, accurate TL. That shouldn't be. All right, Larry, I'm making this for you. This wire hanging out, don't worry about it. This blue wire right here, this is for fuel valve. To start this thing yourself, you take this wire, jam it in your hot. You take my orange jumper wire, you touch the hot. There you go. All right, guys. This is her done. Just got the engine back in time properly. I think we set her at about 14 advanced, which 12 to 14 I hear is best for these. This thing loves 14. Got about 80 hours into this project now. Hood's back on. Car's looking clean, man. She's ready for the road. This thing's been a nightmare.
It started with a C's motor. The engine that I took out of here had a bent rod number 4, which is that connecting rod hanging out right there. And with our old block. But yeah, that's what caused us to rebuild a whole nother engine. That was bad that we got 2. Had bad bearings.
Listen, it's not that old people are bad drivers, or that young people are bad drivers, or that women are bad drivers, or that men are bad drivers.
It's that the U.S. has a policy saying, hey, before you're 18, you need weeks worth of driver's ed training and hours worth of practice on the road to be a safe driver, knowing the rules of the road. But once you're 18, fuck all of that. Just go down to the DMV and just say, hey, I need to take a license test, and we'll test you on 10 things. And if you don't screw up those 10 things, you get a license. You get a license for...
If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car on the planet, all of it. Hit my line right now, I'm a mechanic, hit me up. Your car won't start, it's your alternator. Matter of fact, it just might be your radiator. Hold on. Or you can put some water in a little container, pour it in your car, and you can ride around.
All right, Manny, so right here, shit, if it'll focus. You see how right there's a goofy ass kink in this wire? I think that's our problem, because if you look inside there, the insulation cup also is cracked. So you're gonna need to repin this thing, and I bet you have enough little extra slack in this wire to where you can splice it here, repin it, get a new pin. I can help you figure that out, and then you could just reground this wire to your ECM, because that is your problem. For all those naysayers out there saying this ain't a rebuild motor and it hasn't been apart for years, yeah, right, this ain't been apart for years. You're right, it hasn't. It's been sitting in the junkyard since it was rebuilt for like 5, but yeah, look. If you know, you know. This is how you bless an engine that you saved with a plastic valve cover. If you know, you know. All right, guys, today on Jury-Rigged Bullcrap, we have a 2008 Honda to replace a 2007 Honda that my buddy flipped not too long ago. So this thing, today, what we're doing is we're watching paint dry. So exciting. Yep, no jury-rigged engines today. This is jury-rigged body work.
Proceed.
Yeah. So, yep, looks good. Looks good. Had a little tiny rust hole under this corner of this rocker, and it's fixed up. So,
Eat your heart out, kiddos.
yeah, this is like the most exciting thing ever. You know, you can feel the excitement in my voice. You know, watching paint dry. Literally. All right, guys, thanks for letting me waste your time. You have a good day. Stay humble. Screw body work. Well, YouTube, we're officially fixed the frame. There's our new piece. Cross member for tow hooks and strength. It used to be this over here, guys. That's what it used to look like. Where is it? Huh. Interesting. I must have got thrown away. Oh well. Oh, this is what it used to be, guys. It's part of it. The whole other side is rotted off. So, we're done. Time to put it back together after all this time. Today, we learned why. You never buy, you never start. Stay away from Walmart batteries, people. No life.
Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about relationships and what I see as the basic difference between men and women. And I don't think I'll be making any of this mess up.